I'm Kimberly Kay with your entertainment report from MidHudsonNews.com. Thank you to my sponsor, Making Faces Salon and Spa in Poughkeepsie and Fishkill, featuring their own line of American-made cosmetics that I'm wearing. They're called Avis Cosmetics. You can find them online, Avis, A-V-A-S, cosmetics.net. Well, on American Idol, the first singer to leave the top 13 was one of the judges' wild cards. America sent Ashton Jones home this week despite the judges' comparison of Ashton to Diana Ross and Ashton's, well, rather pitchy rendition of a Diana Ross song. Well, Charlie Sheen, as you might expect, is suing his former bosses for a mere $100 million. The suit accuses Warner Brothers and the executive producer of 2.5 Men of pulling the show for the rest of this season to punish him. The lawsuit claims that Chuck Lorre and Warner's conspired to blame Sheen for the fact that the season ended early. Warner Brothers Television put the show on hiatus at first to give Sheen time to get therapy, then stopped production for the season after Sheen ridiculed Lorre publicly. Sheen was then fired. Well, Charlie Sheen has sort of apologized to Jon Cryer for calling him a turncoat, a trailer, and a troll. Sheen told a radio station in Los Angeles that he was, quote, in a mood when he said that. He said he was upset that Cryer hadn't contacted him to say he had his back during his dispute with his bosses on 2.5 Men. Still, Sheen didn't exactly full out apologize. He called it a little bit of a half apology. An apple is in fact what he said. As for his critics, Sheen says, I must dismiss them with a flick of my finger. Bye-bye. Sizzle. Losing. Bye-bye. Speaking of another one of our favorites, Lindsay Lohan wore a tight leather mini dress to court. I've got to tell you, it looked like pleather, not leather. And she told a judge she would not accept a plea bargain that would have sent her to jail. Now this means the prosecutors will now present evidence at a preliminary hearing on April 22nd. A different judge will decide if she should stand trial for allegedly stealing a necklace. If she does, and she's convicted, she could be sent to state prison for up to 3 years. The judge may also decide she was in violation of her probation, and then Lindsay would be sent to jail immediately. Well, Britney Spears, who has gotten her act together, frankly, might have had a different career if she'd taken a record company executive's advice on what to do in the video for her first single, Baby One More Time. Spears tells Out magazine that the executive wanted her to be a superhero fighting a giant robot monster. She went with the Catholic schoolgirl uniform instead. Spears also says she wouldn't be opposed to plastic surgery. She says when it's time to pull and tuck, she'd consider it. Thank you. Mark Zuckerberg is making money faster than any other billionaire on the latest Forbes list. Zuckerberg's net worth tripled to $13.5 billion, which ranks him 52nd on the list. Another Facebook employee, Dustin Moskovitz, is the youngest on the list. He makes his debut at number 420 with a net worth of $2.7 billion. He's just 26 years old. He has the same amount of money as Oprah and Donald Trump. I wonder if he's single. Seth Green now knows what so many actors who've done flying stunts learned before him. The harnesses they hook you up to hurt, especially in, well, a particularly sensitive area for the guys. Green says he has to keep the harness on for 85% of Mars Needs moms. He can only explain the pain this way. He says women who know how it feels to wear restrictive clothing tripled that by 100. Green did all the stunts his 9-year-old character does so computers could capture his motion and make Milo more realistic. Mars Needs moms just open. Well, actress Jennifer Aniston says the non-comedy movie projects are in her future, including a film based on the true story of an all-female country western band that formed at a Texas prison in the 1940s. Aniston says the band was sort of the Dixie Chicks of their time. No production or release dates have been set. It's tentatively titled The Gory Girls. And after starring in a string of romantic comedies such as Just Go With It, Aniston may be turning her sights to more serious fare. Another project, tentatively called Counterclockwise, may focus on the studies of Ellen Langer, a renowned Harvard psychology professor. We'll be watching, Jen. Well, are you looking for some fun tonight? A rare performance by one of the Hudson Valley's favorite bands, the Phantoms. It's happening tonight at the Holiday Inn in Kingston, starting at 9:30 p.m. Bring your dancing shoes, no cover. We'll see you there. Thank you to my sponsor, Making Faces Salon and Spa in Poughkeepsie and Fishkill. Everything from eyebrow threading to teeth whitening and all the things that you'll need in between. Find them online. That's makingfacesusa.net, or give them a call, 296-0700. That's your latest entertainment report. For a new update daily, log on to MidHudsonNews.com. I'm Kimberly K.